Hello. Sorry I'm late. We just got the stepdad to sleep. Mom went downstairs, and so my watch begins again. Still trying to convince him to use the damn bell. He still doesn't want to use the damn bell, but, maybe tonight things will be different. She rang the bell, and I came running out to the living room. He said, "Wow, I don't know how you can even hear that." I said, "Well, because I can't." And most of the time, it hasn't been a bell that's been signaling me. It's been the thump of his cane or him taking the brakes off of the walker or something like that. So, I hear things. I'm a bat. I'm awake at night. What do you want? I don't know if bats eat bran muffins, which is what's on the menu for tonight. But, largely bat. Hello, Panda Kelly and Draitson. Thank you very much for telling me I'm looking cute. I'm glad that you can see me tonight. That's great. Hello, Shut Up Matt. Hello, Purple Groovy. Good to see you all. Glad that you're here. I do have an ear listening out for it. Absolutely. And as I explained last night, if I suddenly get up and leave the stream, it's because I heard him moving around. So, yeah, that's just kind of how we roll in this house these days. Is I'm up at night and Mom gets to sleep through the night, and we do the thing. Yes, cricket bat. Exactly. Shut up, Matt. That's what I used for my tramp stamp, and that's what I called it. It's a bat in the same style as the name tag on the back of my neck. And it was referred to as a cricket bat. It's probably really the only safe bat that you can hand me. Hello, Pam Fredette. It's good to see you as well. Drayton, you pretended I was on the radio. Well, I'm not unfamiliar with that, so. Yep, you get nail varnish colors tonight. You sure do. I have the 7 that y'all picked out at random, and I'm going to have you kind of fight between the two of them, between each 2 that I put up. And, oh, hey, Shar, good to see you. I have the one standard color that wasn't chosen, and then I have another one that's really good as a top coat. So, yeah, once we pick out the different colors for my hands, then we can figure out what we're putting the top coat on as well. It's an icy, frosty kind of thing. Which one is it? Is it you? It sure is. So, yeah, some people might be really bored by tonight, but nail polish, y'all. I'm excited. You know what, Furious Knitter? I removed my embarrassing old chipped nail polish just last night, so don't feel bad. Guys, I got my hairs cut, and I just did the almighty first wash and just had a go at styling it, and I don't know if I like it. Interesting. Well, if you feel like you want some feedback, send me a photo and I'll show it, and we'll be good. Anyway, so this is what the top coat looks like. It's sparkly and white and frosty, and it's just a really good top coat. Very sparkly. And that one is called Yuki. Speaking of photos, I gotta show you guys these photos. Hello, Kimberly Gabaldon. You multitask away, babe. So Choo Choo and I were at the theater yesterday, the movie theater. Ooh, you never do my nails? You should. It's fun. It can be. Kimberly Gabaldon is giving us the first Xenu Marlene of the... Oh, right, because it is that time, isn't it? We should probably do that first. But first... So they had a little standy-uppy thing with a face hole cut out in it. And Choo Choo decided that she had to... She's like, wait, will my face fit? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. There she is with Paddington Bear being very silly. And she insisted that I show them on stream. So I did. Hello, Sunshines, Malamar. That's our Chooch. How's the stepdad? As far as I know, there wasn't any throwing up today, which is good. And he ate a little bit. He had like half of a pancake and some ham. And he's been drinking more water today, which is good because it helps loosen the secretions. And he had some chicken with rice tonight. So, and now he's on the couch sleeping, and I'm just waiting for him to ring the bell or try to get up. Usually, the first time will happen around 2:20, and then again a couple hours later. That's how it's been going recently. But to send embarrassing hair selfies or not send embarrassing hair selfies. I believe in you. I believe in you, Shar, and they may not be quite as embarrassing as you think they are. So go for it. I mean, there's only 26 of us here, so it's fine. Fine. Go ahead. Right now, though, it's night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds, time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time, a snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. And Shar is adorable. That is an absolute fact. And I know we have a song from Shut Up, Matt. Oh boy. A Picasso or a Garfunkel.
Hello, Cricket, my old friend. I've come to stream with you again. Because a vision softly creeping. Take that meds for your sleeping. And the healing that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of Choo-Choo's burps.
The sound of belches. Thank you, Shut Up, Matt. And hello, Jen Marie. Good to see you in whatever form you choose to take here. So, let's start this off, shall we? Let's start the pairings. These were the first two that were chosen. One is very glittery, and one has shimmer. It's really difficult to get these actual colors to show up on here because of the light and everything else. This is the shimmer. This is the serious glitter. This one is called Rosalind, the shimmer. And this one is called Peyton. Rosalind, Peyton. 1 in the chat for Rosalind, 2 in the chat for Peyton. Fight. Heidi ho, Nomi. Good to see ya. This broadcast is not sponsored by Zoya. I'm not a beauty influencer by any means, but it could be. So, you know, I just really love their product, and they make the best stinking nail polish remover on the planet. So, yeah, that's how I go. So, 1 in the chat for Rosalind, the shimmer. 2 in the chat for Peyton, the glitter. All right. I've got 3 for Peyton, 2 for Rosalind, 3 for Rosalind, 4 for Peyton. Did you know soybean was named after the Swiss, not vice versa? Interesting. 5 for Peyton. Oh, wait, was that another one? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 for Peyton. 1, 2, 3 for Rosalind. And no, we're not bashing on our Rosalind. We love her. We're simply choosing a nail varnish color. Well, it looks like Peyton is winning this round. So we'll set Rosalind aside and we'll look at the next 2. We have Adina and Tamaya. Again, we have a shimmer versus a glitter. This has got, it's like a burgundy with some rose gold in it. So this is Adina. Again, it's difficult to get the color to show up correctly. And this is Tamaya. She's a lighter grapey purple, but very glittery. Hello, Kate. Adina, Tamaya. 1 in the chat for Adina, 2 in the chat for Tamaya. Fight. Adina, Tamaya. 1, 2. I simply can't hold them up. Shimmy away. You're going for the shimmer. You're going for Adina, Sophia. Okay, I've got 3 for Adina. Two for Tamaya. Okay. And I'm still waiting for embarrassing hair photos. Rosa Lang, do both alternate fingers. Guess what, sweetheart? We've got a lot more to choose from. This is the first round. Hello, Pag. Okay. It looks like Adina is winning this one. Tamaya, I'll set you aside. This is first round. All right. The next one we've got. Who are you? Eridani and Thea. Eridani is a purple with microglitter, multicolored microglitter. You sense a theme? Eridani is a pixie dust. So this one dries mostly matte, but it does have glitter in it. It has larger glitter in it, and that dry comes with a texture as well. So, what are you called again? Yes, Eridani, Thea. Eridani will be glossy. Thea will dry mostly matte, but with texture and glitter. Eridani, Thea. 1 in the chat for Eridani, 2 in the chat for Thea. Thea, whatever. Glossy, textured. 1, 2. Fight. Hello, Pamela SP Butterfly. I did. All right. We're at 2 and 2 right now. Hello, Skylight Knight. Heather Mack loves the pixie dust ones. I do too. All right. So we've got 4 for Thea, 3 for 3 for Erdani, 5 for Thea, 4 for Erdani. I can't hold my arms up that much longer. But it looks like Thea is the winner. Now, oh, that tied it up. So now it's a tie between Thea and Erdani. And now Eridani has won. Interesting. Okay. Well, then I'll put Thea over to the side. Pixie dust goes to the side. Now, Dark Horse coming in because there was one that wasn't chosen last night. This one is another shimmer, and it's called Andrea. And this one is called Roxy. More glitter. More of a reddish purple. This is kind of a purpley, almost iridescent shimmer. And this is Roxy. Very glittery. More on the red end of things. Andrea. Roxy.
Yeah.
1, 2. Shimmer. Reddish glitter. Fight.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one for Andrea. Sophia says go full stripper with Roxy. Rosa Lang is loving the iridescent ones. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 for Andrea. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Roxy. Keep voting. I just had to put my arms down. So far, they're at a tie between the iridescent shimmer. Shimmer, that's a character of mine in D&D. Okay. So Andrea is pulling forward by 1 vote. I do realize that they're all gorgeous. Yes, I do. But I only have so many fingers. And I would never be able to keep track of which ones, which finger was what, if I did all of the colors, you know? So I'll do 2 on each hand, 1 with an accent nail. I've decided to go full Sophia and do the accent nail this one. But, you know, as it chips and I remove it and I have to redo it, then I'll get to play with the other colors. So it's not like I'm throwing these away. It's just that these are the first test drives. And then some of them are going to get a top coat with Yuki as well. I might alternate fingers on with that too, just to play. So it looks like Andrea has pulled ahead of Roxy. Pulled ahead by 1 vote. Okay. So the question is, do I do 2 different colors on each hand and just try to remember who's what? What do I have? 2 glitters and 2 iridescent shimmers.
Yeah.
I think those 2 go better together, and these 2 go better together. So, yeah. Accent nail. It means that 1 nail is painted a different color than the rest of them. Kind of makes them stand out a little bit more. An accent nail. So it looks like we have decided. Thank you very much. Just, it's only fair to give your MVP a nice coat. Yes. So I'm just prepping my nail right now. Nails, and again, you guys, Zoya's remove plus. I only got the little travel size, but I needed a travel size of a good nail polish remover. And that shit is the best, literally the best. So I love it. All right, so I'll put these 4 aside for right now, but not forever, because then as soon as this starts chipping, next week's Manny or whatever. Hello, Shaquille. Hello, Tales Told in the Dark. I'm here for that. Do you like the matte top coat look? I am undecided on it. Sometimes I do, but not always. Only sometimes. Sometimes it just seems to be more fitting for what we're doing. What are you saying? What? Oh my God, about Shaquille. Good morning. Good morning, Brian Lucas. So now I'm just trying to decide. I've got an iridescent shimmer and a glitter for each hand, and I'm trying to decide which goes on the accent nail, the glitter or the shimmer. I'm doing all right, Shaquille. Doing all right. Holding my own. Serious nail polish decisions going on. Yes. Serious business. Nail polish is serious business. And I'm going to see if I can manage to get them all painted and not screw it up. The good news is I have speed dry top coat, which is super important. Because I am impatient and I am also clumsy. So a good speed dry top coat makes my life so much easier. So much easier. So what do you think? Does the MVP get the shimmer or the glitter? Glitter on the accent nail. All right. Well, we're going to start with Andrea. Which was my sister's name. Yep, Pamela SP Butterfly is also saying glitter for the accent nail. Now, I've heard rumors that the new formulation of these polishes has an automatic ridge filler contained within, and that's pretty stinking cool. Because I do have ridgy nails. You could also start at one end lightest and go darkest. I'm not sure that that would really work because they're all so similar and yet different. I don't know that I would be able to do that. But yeah, I don't like to have to file down the ridges because then it makes my nails weak. Your descriptions for nail decoration sounds like my dice collection descriptors. That makes sense. I'm doing my right hand first because that's the one that usually turns out looking better, simply because I am left-handed. And when I finish with my left hand, using my stupid hand to paint, hello, Daniel Sander. It always looks like I've just dipped my hand into a bucket of paint and disregarded any actual borders or anything. So, coat 1 is going on right now. We'll let that dry for a little bit. What's the difference between nail polish and nail varnish? Nothing. Nothing at all. Simply, it's a regional thing. The English tend to refer to it as nail varnish. US, they refer to it as nail polish. I guess it just depends on where you at. You're a lefty too, Purple Groovy? Thank goodness I'm not the only one. First coat. We're going to do one more coat just to give it a little bit more depth. And make it a little bit more opaque. Yeah, being left-handed can be challenging sometimes, but I dig it. I have learned to embrace my left-handedness. And I'm trying to rock that self-care thing, and I find that I feel better when I have my nails did, but I can't really afford to go out and get my mani done on the regular by a professional. So it's probably for the best if I just do it myself. And I have some friends, one in particular, who is equally obsessed with nail polishes, and she's found some really cool stuff. I also have all of the dip powders in the world. Are we voting for toes too? I'm saving the toes. I got to get my feet into some kind of decent shape, and right now they are not presentable. Um, Saving the toes for OnlyFans, only feet, whatever. You know what I mean. Um, and I probably won't be doing those on stream. Um, Sorry, sunshines, but I will take photos and I will show them to you. All right, let's get this glitter happening for the all important middle finger. Let that think about it for a second so it can dry. And I did get a kit of lavender verbena smart pods for my toes. Apparently, it is the smart dosage system for perfect petties. And did I really just already fuck up that nail? No, I didn't. Amazing. Apparently, I don't know how to open the box, though. So, one is the fresh soak. 2 is the sugar scrub. Then there is a moisture mask and a luxury lotion. That's kind of cool. So, kind of excited about that. They had a bunch of different fragrances to choose from. Key question. Do people match the finger and toe colors or do different colors? I know a lot of people who do different colors for the toes. I don't know a whole lot of people who choose to go all matchy-matchy with both. But that's just me. That's just me. That could, maybe matching both is a thing of which I am just woefully unaware. Michael, you don't ever think you've painted toenails? I usually have the professionals do it because it's easier for them to reach. I've done it. It's just a long time ago. Ella doesn't have any nails. She only has plush hooves. So I'm not going to give her a manicure. What's so luxury about it? Is it expensive or something? What, getting a pedicure? Pedicure? Because that, I mean, not super expensive, but if you mean the luxury lotion, I don't know. If you want to appear conservative, go matchy-matchy. If you want to be fun, glitter up those toes and reverse French on the nails. Okay. Totally depends on what you're wearing and where you're going. That works. Char just wears shoes mostly. Yeah, when I go on vacation, though, I do like an open toe. And I do like my slides. Ella is perfect just the way she is. I agree with you completely. All right, now let's rock this speed coat, the speed dry top coat, because again, impatient and clumsy. Hi, Carry On. Yes, the luxury lotion. Well, I'm not sure why it's luxury, but it comes in that special little pack with all the rest of the stuff, and it probably has, if I know Zoya, it probably has really nice ingredients. Well, this stripy little boy just shed, and now he's grubbing like a little maniac. Oh, I bet he is. Hell yes, Xena Marlene did that. And you tell that stripy little booger I said hello. Never had a petty or a mani. Okay. Yes, mysterious mouth stains it all. That's our Ella. I'm convinced she went out marauding in the middle of the night and it's blood. She's a vengeful lady. Just like I'm rumored to be. Or, according to some emails, known to be. Vengeful. Yep. I'm not a nice person, and I'm Osa, and I'm vengeful. No, there is no difference between nail polish and nail lacquer. There is also no difference between nail polish and nail varnish. They are all the same names, or different names for the same thing. Never go boring for a pedicure if you have a choice about it. Indeed. Will somebody please explain to Shut Up Matt what a reverse French is? And cheers to the little bugger. So here's the first hand with the iridescent shimmer on most of the fingers, and then the sparkle on the rest of them. And those are not blank spots in the nail. Those are parts where I have dents, and so the light is hitting it weird. But now I'm just going to let that one dry, and then we can work on the other ones. On the other hand, that should be fun. French waxings? Oh my. Oh shit, I forgot to add Yuki. All right, well, I'll add Yuki in a second. French is the tip of the nails white with a nude or pink nail. Oh, okay. So this is the tip of the nails being nude or pink with the rest of the nail being white. Okay, that makes sense. There's another word for that, and I can't remember what it is, but some kind of something space. Let's see why it is called luxury lotion. I wonder if it'll tell me. It will not. It just tells me that it's luxury lotion. Lotion deluxe. Interesting. A unique balance of vitamins, nutrients, and essential oils creates the perfect aromatherapy luxury lotion to help repair dry, damaged skin. Formula infuses the skin with intense hydration, stimulates the senses, and lasts for hours. Well, there you go. That's why. Oh, glow in the dark nail polish is fun. UV nail polish, yes. Oh, reverse French is any color on the tips. Interesting. Okay. Negative space is what I'm thinking about. Yeah, what is the one that's at the cuticles? That's a good question too. Where you just have the white at the cuticles. I would be interested to know. I did go all mama bear in that live stream when Danny got hit while he was protesting. Yes, I did. Pamela SP Butterfly has an update on Uncle T. Minor improvements, but has also had setbacks, still in hospital. Thankfully, he's been chatting with a psychiatrist and his outlook on life has improved. Well, I love to hear that. So, what do you think? Yuki on these two or on the thumb and pinky? Isn't just the tip missing out on all the fun? Go deep and all in. You get me, Sophia. You understand. Cheap lotion would not be appealing to people. Yes, that is correct. Yes. Yes. Crappy, low quality lotion, that wouldn't work. Luxury lotion. Also, you've got that alliteration. And that helps too. People like alliteration. So luxury lotion as opposed to some cheap ass semi-moisturizing stuff that you slap on at the end of it. Dawn Gloves, here you are. Alaska question. You said that there were 3 land days. Does that mean hotels? And is that included in the cruise fare one thing? Yes. All of your lodging and your transportation will all be included in the price of the cruise tour. Yes, it will. Ah, yes. Thank you, Dawn Gloves. Thank you very much for reminding me to do the YouTube things. Please hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love that. Check to see if you're still subscribed. And turn on all notifications. Tickle that little bell down there and turn on all notifications so you know when my random ass goes live. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Dawn Gloves, for the reminder that we should all do the YouTube things. Ironically, I learned a lot about smutting it up from a Catholic doctor. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me in the least, honestly. All right, well, I will do thumb and pinky for Yuki for the top coat. Just to see how icy she looks. And that way, it'll be every other nail that has some glitter on it. Hey, Shannon C. Popping by to watch a little bit before bed. That's cool. Good to see ya. The show is probably about as fun as watching paint dry See what I did there? Because this is a nail painting stream. Doing the manicure tonight. All right, so the pinky got 2 coats of Yuki. Thumb got 1. You're peeking out of lurker mode to tell y'all to have a great insert your local time of day here as I lay down my weary head. Well, sleep sweet, honeybee. Did you see the ad I sent you about the Korean place in Seattle? I did not, because I haven't really been looking at my Facebook messages today, unfortunately. So I did not, but it's good to know because I would definitely go to a Korean place in Seattle. So here's the thumb with 1 coat of Yuki. And here is the pinky with 2 coats of Yuki. Very sparkly, very glittery, very white. And that just, how can I angle this? That's a little bit better so that you guys can see. I don't know. She's pretty though. She's pretty. It's called a half moon manicure. Okay, now we know. 7:30 p.m. here. Your bedtimes are starting to merge with mine, even though we are your tomorrow. Yes, you are. Hello, Mariana. Good to see you. Welcome back. We're applying paint and watching it dry tonight. Well, to my fingernails. Yep, that's tonight's whole stream. We've made our choices. Cuticle striping was all the rage in 2019. Okay. I mean, if you must. So now we wait for that one to dry fully, and then we'll work on the other hand. So far, I haven't heard the bell. I've heard him cough a little bit. But yeah, my bedtime is going to merge with yours, Shar, somewhat, although I might be up later than you are. Yes, Shar is in the future. She sure is. What was I just going to say? But yeah, I wind up staying up. When mom goes to bed, I stay up while the stepdad sleeps and while she sleeps, rather than her having to have 15 heart attacks trying to get him up the stairs. I stay awake. I keep the night watch. And when she wakes up, then I get to go to bed. That's how that works. So she says she's going to be up probably between like 6 and 7. I will take photos of these, by the way, and put them on my community tab. Probably on a, I don't know, should I do it on a members only? I mean, almost everybody in here are members, right? And then y'all will be able to see what the actual colors look like. It's 9:30 a.m. in Sweden. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, please tell us in the future, Shar, that carbs are the new veggies. We need this in our lives. We need carbs to be the new veggies. Might have to get a pedicure now that it's getting to be walking barefoot by the sea season again. Yes. Yep. No, I think she's in Sweden, Daniel Sander. I mean, I've been wrong before, but I'm fairly certain that she's in Sweden. But yeah, I will take a photo of these so that you guys can see what the actual colors look like. It's impossible to show them on here with the... That's rough, but it does sound like an ideal arrangement. Yeah. Sunshines wants to go to Sweden. I'm so impatient. I want to touch them to test them to see if they're dry so that I can work on the other hand. Here's another reason that I use a speed dry top coat because, yeah, I get frustrated very easily. Being vigilant during caregiving is tiring, but you are so important. Sending more love to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It is a game of vigilance. I mean, I don't have to walk rounds every hour like I used to have to, but I am, whenever I'm in here, I'm always listening. I'm, and I've got bat hearing, so he coughs. I thought he had dropped his cane the other night and he had just barted really loudly. I mean, I hear all of it. Kate Murphy's carb cravings are huge. Long shift and now home. I'm going to make like a manicurist and varnish. Nice. Okay, shut up, Matt. You go right ahead and do that. Yeah, Sunshine's going this summer because it's hot there right now too, just like it is here. So summertime in Sweden, I imagine, is delightful though. So I can get behind it. Yeah, I hear you, Pamela SP Butterfly. I hear you, but who even knows what's going to happen on that date? You get bat hearing caretaking. I've actually had it for a long time, honestly. I think I got it from my mom. I might have actually taken it from my mom because now she doesn't have it anywhere near as much as I do. But she used to. Sleep sweet, Matt. After you make brekkie for your wife. Feels dry. Let's do the other hand. We've got Adina and Iridani. And I'm afraid we don't have any good lunch ideas for Sergeant Fanny if she shows up because we're talking about nail polish all night. Has anyone watched the Canadian series Heartland? I already had it, but now I have it in my sleep too. Okay, yep. Carbs are more than vegetables. Carbs are everything. Okay, thank you. It's good to know that carbs are everything in the future. That's important. Pizza always works. All right, pizza. We like pizza. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of pizza. There are a lot of people who are much bigger fans, but Um, but yeah, has anybody watched this show? You've watched Heartland. Okay, carry on. My family is obsessed with Heartland. And so we're watching it multiple episodes a day, just binging the crap out of it. I have no idea how many seasons there are. Um, but we have watched so much of it that Graham Wardle, who plays Ty in the show, showed up in my dream last night. Well, he and Amy both, but um, who's played by Amber Marshall. Ty and Amy showed up in my dream last night. And they were fighting about some ridiculous thing. And because that's what they do, right? And I jumped in and I'm like, listen, I'm just a viewer, you guys. And normally I don't really take sides on this, but I gotta say, since you're right here, this one's on you, Ty. You're the one being a jerkwad, so knock it off. The fact that I'm having dreams about this show and the ridiculous pretty much everybody on the show pisses me off at some point or another. Pretty much everybody on the show just makes me mad. And I kind of want to punch them in the face. That color is coming across very nice on screen. Thank you. Dark chocolate is delightful. I love dark chocolate. But yeah, everybody pisses me off on the show. Georgie pisses me off with her impatience and her refusal to listen to anybody. But then that's also Mallory. And then there's Lou. I mean, Jack is the one who pisses me off the least. It's currently in season 17. Good God. All right, so we've got plenty of time. Should last us a while. Yeah, it's and I mean, it's a good show, don't get me wrong. It's just that many of I don't think I've come across any of the characters on that show that don't piss me off with being stubborn and pig-headed and annoying. So that's where I'm at. And the fact that I'm having dreams about it now tells you how much we watch this show. Like, it is constant. It is said that it were many Americans that went to Stockholm to see Taylor Swift. It was much cheaper in total than to go to a concert in the US. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. So here's the shimmer. This is the other one, kind of a rose gold, almost holographic shimmer. Like I said, it doesn't come across real well on here. But that's the one. I think that nail needs one more coat. How are you doing? You could probably use a little bit extra. So the one thing I've noticed about the shimmers is that you probably need 3 coats to really do it right. Otherwise, it won't be quite as opaque as you want it to be. And it's still running, currently in season 17. That's bonkerdoodles. I think we're on, I don't know what season we're on, like 4 or 5? But we've been watching it a lot. Like a lot, a lot. All right. And this is Eridani for the all-important accent nail. Daniel and Mariana are just talking geography, and that's cool. This is the more grapey one with the micro glitter. What's the best way to plan a trip to Portugal? Through airlines, online, with a broker, with a travel advisor like me. What kind of trip are you talking about? Do you want to go like Airbnbs? Are you going to be backpacking? Do you want actual hotels? Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for, and I can give you some ideas. I always recommend using a travel advisor if you have access to one, and you always have access to one because hi. Which reminds me, I need to talk to Linda Clay. But yeah, that's what I would recommend is using a travel advisor for sure. But again, let me know what you're looking for, what kind of adventure you seek to have with this trip to Portugal. Is this like a family trip, a bucket list trip? Do you want to go to Spain and walk the Camino? I think that's in Spain. Maybe it is in Portugal. I'm going to do my left hand the same as the right and give the pinky 2 coats of Yuki and the thumb 1 coat so you can see the difference between the two. Isn't a trip to Portugal by default about food? Honey, a trip anywhere by default should be about food, honestly. In my not so humble opinion, it's always about food. Or it should be anyway. We are flying, want to stay outside of Lisbon proper, train to Porto for 2 nights. I want a side trip to France on my way back, going with BF. Not sure if he will go to Paris with me. Okay, well, it sounds like a hell of a trip. I can certainly arrange it for you. And Eurail is pretty amazing. I've heard many, many good things about Eurail. And if you would be taking the train also to France, which would be easy enough, you could even do Eurail there. My sister walked part of the Camino and some offshoots there too. She walked 700 kilometers, insane, as she was in her 60s. That's a lot of walking. Recently binged The Last Kingdom, now looking for something new to binge on Netflix. Suggestions? All right, so we know what she's recently watched. What's Rosalang's new binge? I watch pretty much whatever the folks are watching, and Longmire has come off of Netflix, so I can't recommend that one for Netflix. I mean, there's always Stranger Things. And eventually they might even release another season of it. One of the places I want to go back to that I went to when I was in the Navy is Lisbon. You had a great time there. Okay, cool. Yeah, Heather Mack, hit me up. Hit me up. Drop me an email. We'll talk. Yeah. We're having a discussion. Your favorite show is Gilmore Girls? Okay. I've never watched Gilmore Girls. Wasn't Blake Lively in that? Or am I thinking somebody else? Have seen Outlander and Stranger Things. Your go-to is Grey's Anatomy. Okay, that's fair. All right, so here's how hand number 2 turned out. There's the thumb with the one coat of Yuki. And the pinky with 2 coats. There we go.
Yeah.
Call the Midwife was good. Okay, you've binged Gilmore Girls already. We're having a discussion about, what is it? What's the holiday that you have over there, Shar? What is it, Revolution Day? Something like that that's going on? Oh, Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek is fantastic. Yeah, Schitt's Creek is great. If you liked Gilmore Girls, you might like Suits. It's kind of a boy Gilmore Girls in a sort of way, though I might be the only one that thinks that. My mom, my folks like Suits. They like Suits. Boston Legal is fun. Your sparkly dragon approves. Yay! Now I'm binging Dick and Barry Van Dyke. Okay. The Good Wife is also excellent and very dry bingeable. Okay. Is Lisbon where you got really drunk in a field next to a bar? Or am I thinking somebody else who told that story? It's Australia Day today, the day the British officially decided all the Aboriginal people weren't humans and just said mine to the land. Yeah, we were asking, my friend who lives in South Australia was asking me, or asking us, the group chat that I have going on Cacao Talk, was asking if it was like our Columbus Day. And I think really, yeah, that's analogous to our Columbus Day. The Good Place was a good distraction. Nice. Yeah, my folks like Suits. You've seen Stranger Things. We're looking, let's see. You've seen Gilmore Girls. Hi, Jazzy Girl Sarah. Good to see you. Shows. Was it Dark Matter by Philip K. Dick? Stories of Philip K. Dick. I think it was Dark Matter. That was a series. My boyfriend was born on Azores and has been back, but we want to see Porto too. We may live there one day. Okay. Mix of Columbus Day and Thanksgiving. Okay, that works. Europeans fucking the world up since forever. White people fucking the world up since forever, honestly. Nope, that wasn't me. I got really drunk. And me and the guy I was with just walked all over the place when night hit down by the docks. They were partying hard. Boy, I bet. Is Royal Pains still on Netflix? I don't know. Sunshine says Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It was fun. Okay. There's debate about changing the date. What would they change it to? I had so many people offer me weed that I was like, I gotta go back to the ship right now or I'll end up getting in trouble. I mean, smart. Good on ya. Good looking out. I have a friend who lives in Portugal now. I've never been. I've never been to the continent. I've only outside of the Caribbean and North America, the only other places I've been are Korea and Ireland. And I really need to fix that. Now Mom's coughing. She's in the room right below me. Something that doesn't celebrate stealing and pillaging people that lived here already. That's fair. We have changed the name of Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. So we're celebrating them instead of the horrible people who came here and stole everything from everyone. Would love to visit Ireland. I spent 10 days there so many years ago, and it was absolutely stunning. It was so much fun. We had just a blast. Now you want to go back because you don't have those restrictions, among other reasons. Yes, of course. But also, you could actually be sober. I mean, maybe high, but not drunk anyway, and see a bunch of really cool stuff. I once had a very long argument around Stockholm about Australia Day. Fair. Queer Eye. There are 9 seasons of Queer Eye. Okay, Queer Eye for the straight guy. That works. Am I fluent in Korean? No. I can read the characters and I can understand some conversations. I can have some conversations, but really just enough to ingratiate myself. And I've been told that when I speak it, I sound like a native speaker. So I made an effort and I am continuing to make an effort. I am fully self-taught, except for the 6 weeks or something that I was attending a free class at the library in Flushing, Queens. Italy and Greece are awesome. I was lucky enough to be stationed in southern Italy, but my eyes are starting to cross. See you later all. Good night, Kate. Sleep sweet. Rest well, honey. Yeah, I'm not fully fluent. I would like to be fluent. Stargate. Yeah, all my folks love Stargate. The biggest issue with visiting Ireland is I might just stay there. Dude, it was the same with me. It was so dangerous for me going to Korea. So dangerous. But there are So many places that I want to see and discover. Um, but yeah, Ireland was great. It was a fantastic 10 days. Um, just delightful. We landed in Shannon. We took off from Dublin and we spent the days just going from one end of Ireland to the other, making our way across the country, and it was really cool. And we stayed in little B&Bs. Whenever I visit Italy, I think, "Why don't I live here?" That's fair. Um, there are so many places that I need to see still that I haven't gotten to see yet. There's just it's a big old world, and there's a lot of exploring I need to do. So, yeah, need to do that. Um, I wanna see Japan. I would like to go to China. I definitely need to go to Australia. I need to go to the European continent. Um, uh, Grace and Frankie can be fun. Is that the offshoot of Will and Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to putting these photos up. The 2 layers of Yuki really is really appealing to me. Um, if you can get the bridge somehow, watch it. It's an amazing thriller, a Swedish-Danish collab that were sold all over the world. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get out. Oh, Charmichael is seconding Grace and Frankie. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I don't tend to binge series so much, um, except if my folks are watching it. And now these days, they're not using the TV downstairs, they're using the TV upstairs, and their hours are weird and everything else. So, um, so if I'm up here anyway, I'm gonna hear what's going on the TV no matter what I'm watching in here on the laptop, which is mostly YouTube. Not gonna that sound is somebody saying, "Yeah." It's the notification for Kakao Talk. And I should probably just move the phone away from the laptop so that maybe you won't hear it as much because they are definitely having a conversation. Uh Grace and Frankie has Lily Tomlin, Sam Waterston, and others of that generation. Okay. Grace and Frankie is about 2 women whose husbands leave because they are lovers. Oh, interesting. Oh, too close to home? Okay, so that's a veto on Grace and Frankie. Um, interesting. Interesting. Um, but yeah, that's my Kakao Talk notification. So it's another um it's a chat thing where you can because it's international, you can chat with anybody around the world and you're not going to get extra charges. You can do voice calls, you can do voice notes, you can share photos. It's all of that stuff. Um but it's a Korean company. It's similar to Weibo, if you've heard of Weibo. Um kind of the same thing. But yeah, that's what that is. And I've been using it for 11 years at least, maybe 12. I've been using it for a long time. Um, so yeah, 2 older women Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, whose hubbies had an affair, then the husbands divorced them, and the women have adventures. Okay. Nobody Wants This was excellent. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, if I'm going to watch Netflix or Prime, I'm either going to binge something like Battlestar Galactica because I love it so much, or I'm going to watch movies because that's what I'm into. Although when I had access to HBO Max, I rewatched all of Game of Thrones. Doctor Who is always fun. That's on. I don't know how much of that is on Netflix, but I believe it's on Prime. And I don't know if you have Prime. So there's that. And I don't really know what else. Amazing. We're almost at 3 a.m. and he hasn't gotten up yet. Can I just say this corner booth is so respectful and considerate and interactive. I love that. I love that too. I'm here for it. I love this whole gang. You loved Game of Thrones. I did too. I did too. And I love watching the EDN reactions. Their reaction to last night, Game of Thrones was not on Prime. Oh, what was that on Prime? Battlestar Galactica and Doctor Who. No, I did not say Battlefield Earth. I said Battlestar Galactica. Good heavens, no. Pamela SP Butterfly's favorite on BritBox is Death in Paradise. My folks really like Vera. They like watching Vera. So you like Selling Sunset on Netflix just for the outfits and LA real estate perving, although actually maybe a lot of those homes are burnt. Shit. Yeah, they probably are. You've never seen Doctor Who. Rosaling. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, there's the older stuff and then there's the newer stuff. I would say if you can, start with season 9, which I believe is Christopher Eccleston being the Doctor. And it's fun. Some of it is very poignant. The effects, especially in season 9, they were operating on a budget of like 60 pounds and a gift card to Michael's. Oh, you were raising kids when it started. Okay. Really good Swedish show called Love and Anarchy. Okay. See, I really dig Game of Thrones. And then there's a spin-off series from Doctor Who called Torchwood. And you will actually catch references to it in Doctor Who. And I love Torchwood. I love Eve Miles in Torchwood in particular. But I also loved John Barrowman as a Captain Jack that I can actually get behind. So yeah, Doctor Who and Torchwood. I loved it. I thought it was fun. There are some episodes that make me sob my face off. Love is Blind if you want reality TV. Love on the Spectrum, also really sweet reality TV. Okay. Father Brown is the clerical sleuth. Death in Paradise is in the Caribbean. Game of Thrones just never know how to finish on a high note. Well, you can blame George R.R. Martin for that. I'm trying to think. And that's fair enough, Daniel Sander. I actually liked season 8, and I think I'm one of 5 people on the planet that does. Oh, no, you're not the only one who has never seen Doctor Who, but I am a giant nerd, and so, of course, I've seen Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who, and I really like Torchwood, and also Eve Miles is one sexy bitch. So, yeah. But that's what I have to say about that. We've been going about an hour and a half, and I was thinking he's probably gonna be getting up to go to the restroom soon. So I think it's probably best for me if I sign off. However, you mean he wrote it like that? Honey, the first 3 seasons, I think it was 3 seasons, stayed real close to the books. Close enough, anyway. Never seen Doctor Who, but very curious. Currently, we are watching Matlock with Kathy Bates and also watching Ted Lasso series. Okay. Death in Paradise is a British detective that investigates in the Caribbean with the locals. It's hilarious. Okay, fair enough. That sounds good. Yeah, Daniel, if you never read any of the GOT books, yeah. You might want to. They went off book for the rest of them because they didn't have any more books because he didn't write the fucking things. They ran out of material. As thick as those books are, they ran out of source material. So I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm going to shut things down for now. Just because I expect that he'll probably be waking up any minute and need to use the facility. So, the no rest for the cricket, right? And now my watch has begun. You're talking about the ending in the last few seasons. I'm telling you, Daniel, the first seasons weren't happy walks. They weren't a frolic in a garden by any means. And so I think they just carried on in the spirit of the show. So, yeah, whatever. So, I will, I'll be back here tomorrow. Same approximate bug time, same bug channel. Everything is kind of fluid right now as to when things happen. I'm not on my schedule anymore. I'm on somebody else's schedule. And so, I do things when I can. But I appreciate everybody's understanding when I show up late. And I appreciate you all for just showing up and hanging out with me and helping me pick what to do with my little nailies. And I will take some photos and I will post them on the community tab so that y'all can see what happened and how they turned out with actual color correctness instead of lighting and laptop fuckery. So, yeah, I will do that. So, right now, it's one more for the road. Xenu. Whoa, whoa, oh. One last sip, ought to get it. One bran muffin, gonna eat it. One more fun. road. Well, and Daniel Sander, thank you so much for gifting those memberships. I appreciate you throwing out those horsey sauce packets like that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hey, there you are, Care for JC. Good to see you. Yeah, I love gifted memberships because they do out the lurkers, and that's pretty fun. I dig it. And Zena Marlene to you, sir. Have a lovely whenever it is, wherever you are. Be well, sleep sweet, stay safe. Watch out for deer. And I will thank you so much, Mariana. I appreciate you. I'll be back here tomorrow, approximate same bug time, definitely same bug channel. I'll post photos of the nailies on the community tab, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, peace to ya.